So we have dispositions now in the system, and we have disposition questions. So we're going to go back to our administration tab, and we're going to click on dispositions again. We're going to go back in here and talk about disposition actions. These are things that you want the LeadMQ system to trigger automatically when a certain disposition is selected. For example, when you disposition a sell cycle as a sell, you may want an email to go out to the client. You may want an automatic email to go to somebody internally, maybe an administrator, and so on and so forth. So let's look at sell, for example. I'm going to add action here. I'm going to click on that, add a record, and the action type is going to be, see, here's where we have send email to a contact, send internal notification email, and then add to calendar. In this case, because of the email setups are later in the video library, we'll talk about that later. So for now, just to keep this simple, now that you know what actions are, let's just at least add to calendar, because that's already set up here, so we don't have to worry about any sort of additional setup. And so what will happen is, if you choose, when you select sell as a disposition, it's going to automatically pull that calendar up in front of you and ask you to create a calendar event. It's not going to be required, but it's going to be one of those prompts that's kind of in your face, so you'll remember that you need to add a calendar event if that's the case. For example, if I submit, or if I have something pending, I may want to add a calendar. I may want to come in here and say, okay, let's add a calendar and have that available, because when I send an application out to a prospective client and it's pended, I may want to have a calendar follow-up 2 business days, 3 business days out, to see where they're at, if in fact I haven't received notification that the application has been signed and then moved on to submitted status. So those are the actions, and we'll talk more about the ability to send emails internally and externally later.